When Kim lost her father John in an aged care home, she swore no one would ever again suffer the kind of death he did. She set out to create change. But change is hard when you don't have a direct line to politicians. So Kim and a few friends went to great lengths to be heard.
United together on a drive for change. Why are you here today?
Because we want change in our aged care. We need change.
This group of women all share one common story.
You've all been affected by problems
Yes.
in aged care, haven't you?
Yes.
Do you think it's time the government listened to you?
Yes.
Definitely. Let's hope today she sees us.
They've been driving on a 3-hour journey that started at 6:30 in the morning. Their mission is to meet the aged care minister, Anika Wells, who's been too busy to see them so far.
So let's hope today's trip's worth it.
The women are led by Kim Sutton, whose father, John Curry, died an agonising death at an aged care facility in Toowoomba 2 years ago. Kim shared her dad's tragic story on A Current Affair last year.
He should have been comfortable. He should have been relaxed. And he had a horrific, terrible passing.
The Aged Care Commission upheld 2 complaints against the nursing home involved, which failed to give the former firefighter appropriate pain medication as he died from pancreatic cancer.
A tragedy hopefully can bring something positive out of it. And I hope my dad's death can do that for someone.
Since then, Kim has been on a mission for change. Her requests for a meeting with the minister have been overlooked since June. She was granted a meeting with an advisor, but continued to ask to meet her boss, even trying via the minister's Facebook account many times.
It is not possible for the minister to speak to every person directly.
I've tried. I've done everything possible. I've been to Canberra, I've emailed, what else can you do?
A week before this journey began, Kim's local MP told John Curry's story inside Parliament House during the debate on new aged care legislation.
A man who was willing to put himself in harm's way for the greater good, died a death without dignity.
Garth Hamilton fought back tears as he put politics to one side and pleaded for the minister to do the right thing.
I would ask humbly for the minister to reconsider her decision not to meet with Kim.
But a week went by and Anika Wells was still too busy for that meeting. Her social media accounts showing her out on the campaign trail in Brisbane, helping her Labor colleagues in a state election, amongst a very busy schedule. So Kim, Jude and Jill decided to try their luck for a meeting at Minister Wells' electorate office in Brisbane.
Yeah, I was just wondering, could I speak to the Anika Wells, please?
She's not here.
Not here? Is there any chance I can see her today? I'm happy to stay around.
Staff inform them the minister is in town, but fully booked with other engagements.
I'm here all day. I've travelled 3 hours. I'd like to see her.
Well, I'm sorry, but generally we can't offer people meetings on spot.
No.
We step in to assure the office staff that Kim has been trying to book a meeting beforehand.
And so she has gone through all the right channels to try and get a meeting, and that's why she's come here today.
The dejected ladies eventually leave, feeling like their long journey has been for nothing.
Did they say she might see you today?
No, she said she didn't think so, no.
It's been a busy few months for Anika Wells, who is also Australia's sports minister, squeezing in trips to Paris for the Olympics and the MCG for the AFL Grand Final. The aged care stories the minister could have heard aren't just about Kim's dad. Jude Heppies says her mum Frances was neglected in the final weeks of her life too.
All the bruising up here.
She says the family wasn't informed the 85-year-old suffered a fall from which she never regained consciousness.
There was no palliative care. They advertised palliative care. Mum never got dignity, she never got respect, she never got anything.
Jude is aged 69 and terrified of the thought of entering aged care herself.
No way in the world would I ever go into one of those places. I will never put anybody in one of those places. I wouldn't even consider putting my husband in there, and nobody will ever get me in there.
We called the room where she was at, the area that she was at, the land of the forgotten people. because that was pretty well it.
Jill Severinson has a story to tell too about her 82-year-old mum, Ellen.
When she first went into the nursing home, the place was absolutely filthy. We took photos of it because it was in such a filthy state. There was urine on the floor that my daughter mopped up.
All Jill could get from today's visit was this seniors information kit.
And on the back of the book, it says, always available.
Always available.
Always available, except for today.
These women hope to share their stories with Annika Wells, who's in the process of passing what she calls once-in-a-generation aged care reforms.
It's time. It's time. Annika, you need to listen to these individuals.
How do you think hearing your dad's experience firsthand could have made those laws better?
If she lived what we saw, she'd understand why she needs to listen to me for law changes.
While we were filming with Kim, I miss a phone call from Canberra. It was one of the minister's media advisors.
So they've certainly been through all the right channels before trying to come today.
The advisor claims a meeting was already being planned, but hadn't been able to find time in the minister's diary.
Apparently the process was already underway to get you a meeting, Kim. It just hadn't got around to letting you know.
No, that's rubbish. She's had plenty of time. That's just another excuse.
Well, these women have shown such fortitude and we applaud them for keeping up the fight, and it looks like it has paid off. The minister has agreed to meet with Kim next month and we'll let you know how it goes.